Alright everybody, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. And that's right, I kind of forgot what we were doing, but we're in the sanatorium. Yeah. In First Fires? I believe that's where we are. If we look at our journal, let's see, which one was it that we were doing? Is it a main thing? Okay, it is a main thing. The man who waits. Interview Graham in the North Ward. Whoops. And here's Graham. No, that's Caedmon. Did we already talk to him? I don't think so. Caedmon Azo. A round-faced, balding man turns to face you. His upper lip is pulled upward slightly by his pointed nose, exposing his upper teeth when he scowls.
What is the meaning of this?
Ethelmore told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments. Yeah. Yes, well, Ethelmore hasn't done much good for anybody since he had his soul moved to an inanimate object, so I fail to see why I should let that sway me. If Animancers all followed the commands of their leaders, where would we be? We'd all be as backward and willfully ignorant as Redcaris. We would know nothing about life or death or even ourselves. We would be lost in the dark with no clue as to why. Aloth. I never thought I'd find myself in agreement with a statue, but Ethelmore's right about this fellow, at least. He sneers at Azo. How easily ambition masquerades as prudence. I'll bet he's fooled even himself. Surely there are other paths that don't involve risking lives.
Indeed. Many lives have been spent in such pursuits, writing treatises and poems. But tell me this, how does one verify the truth of a poem? If some philosopher stumbled across the meaning of our existence, how would we know it from a false one? These are wasted lives. In Animancy there is progress. We are measurably closer to complete understanding because of our work. And that will be true until our work is complete. Who will solve Widewen's legacy? Some church? Some warrior? It will be an Animancer, or it will be no one at all.
Let's see. Have you tried your experiments on any other subjects? I have, yes. No point in lying about it. Now that Ethelmore is involved, I asked for volunteers from our patients, and a few brave souls came forward. I was very close at one time to a breakthrough. They understood that. They understood their sacrifices would mean something. I heard you were demoted. How did it happen? Azo's nostrils flare, and he bares his upper teeth more broadly. That's none of your concern. Did one of the others put you up to this? Audmer? That smug weasel. Things went wrong. Everything... I don't know how. I'll never know. He spits on the floor as if to remove a bitter taste from his mouth. I'd like access to the North Ward. Out of the question. Those patients are in isolation for a reason, but we have a perception check. Your forehead seems damp all of a sudden. Perhaps I should discuss your insubordination with the head warden.
You smug cretin. How dare you come down here and meddle? You have no idea the importance of my research.
He balls up his fist and digs his teeth into his index finger, a growl simmering beneath his breath and a deep scowl compressing his face.
Fine. Speak to them for all the good it'll do you. I'm sure the discussions will be fascinating.
He pulls a heavy keg from one of his pockets and nearly slams it down on the floor before handing it to you. I'm looking for an expert on awakenings. I don't have time to give you directions. Go bother someone else. Farewell. Okay, so now we have access to that place. Something churns and bubbles in this tank. The copper wires and conduits are shiny. The device is warm to the touch.
As you wish.
Okay, so where was it? Over here. I believe. I don't think... Could we go over here? Alright, let's go ahead, save it. Oh, we can't go in these rooms. Why is my map not working? There we go. That was weird.
These poor people. This isn't the treatment that they were promised upstairs by the cushioned seats and lush carpets. Is that the cure for soul sickness? To be thrown into a cell and subjected to the whims of your captor?
Let's see. These animancers are as mad as their patients. But if all were treated like this, the sanatorium would never survive. What did these patients do to warrant such condition? Damn, we don't have enough resolve. There are just as many who come here and are cured of their ills, people who would otherwise be cast aside. Here's the source of all that knowledge you were so giddy about. Cannon grimaces. It is one thing to be told as much, another to see it for yourself. Let's be on our way. This place gnaws at the soul. So we can't go in these either? No, okay. Dead end. Oh, here it is. I was gonna say that it looked like a door right there, but it's next to it. Keep your distance. Where the hell? Did I miss it? Because this is what's downstairs. The dude's in here. We talked to him. That's his lab. Can't go in any of these. Flesh constructs are weird. Okay. Is this my face? Tell me. Graham, this man has the look in his eyes of a hunted animal, and as you approach, he staggers backward to the far corner of his cell, halfway appearing as though he would climb the walls if it would get him farther away from you. He cries out, a bizarre primal utterance, like nothing you have heard. I need to ask you some questions. Graham looks at you blankly. It is unclear whether he understands you or not, but his panic has momentarily subsided. He opens his mouth to speak, but the words that come out are half-formed as though his tongue were cut out. They are impossible for you to discern, if indeed they are words at all. Alos makes a noise of disgust. Those animancers did this to him. You can see what comes of their meddling. You're afraid. Do certain visitors make you afraid? We'll ask that. Yeah. He looks at you with uncertainty. Slowly, tentatively, he steps closer to the front of his cell, and as he does, for the first time you can perceive a soul within your ken. It is misshapen, as though maimed by some jagged instrument, and large expanses of it have been gouged out entirely. You feel no barriers of resistance. If you wanted to, you could look further into Graham's soul. Let's peer into Graham's soul. You project out toward the maimed soul in front of you, merging with it its confession and fear, becoming yours as it whisks you into its depths. You're in your cell. A key turns. The door creaks open on neglected hinges. Thoughts come to you in waves, incomplete, broken, fearful. Standing at the door is a routed, balding man. His upper teeth and pointy nose remind you of a rat. He beckons, apologetic. You don't want to go. Anything else in your mind is a single word, and the word is no. But it dissolves before it reaches your lips. You press against the back wall, concerned. You cry out. In darkness, you fight against unseen restraints. You cannot move your arms or legs. The man walks into the room carrying a lit candle. Its meager flame casts long shadows across books and machinery. Straps bind your arms and legs. Cold metal circumscribes the crown of your head and the breadth of your chest. The man is sorry. He is in need of raw materials. They dismantled his work, and he needs another source. He needs to show them he was right. He thanks you. Then he turns a knob, and you feel yourself begin to crack from within, and you can feel pieces of you torn away, like having your insides chewed by a horde of rats, and you are screaming, a scream you can barely hear. We'll continue searching. Another night. Heavy footsteps outside your door, coming for you. You look through a slit in your door. The flesh giant, the artificial being, just outside, but facing left. Facing the end of the hall. The boy there. The boy looks with interest at the giant, then collapses to the floor like a shed snakeskin. The giant convulses for a moment, then rights itself, turns away, and leaves. We gain experience. Decouple from Graham's soul. Graham looks at you, still wild-eyed, but somehow more present. He nods at you, then walks back to the end of the cell. Speak to the patient at the end of the hall. This one? No. Yeah, okay. Uskrim. A willow adolescent boy stands in the center of his cell. Gawkish and stoop-shouldered, he stares straight ahead. The occasional blink his only movement, and it is unclear whether he registers your presence at all behind his glassy, doll-like eyes. In his state, the barriers between your soul and his are thin and porous, easily bypassed if you should wish it, or reach out for his soul. You close your eyes and edge forward toward the boy's soul. As you near, a sudden malice comes over you. You are cold and warm all at once, sweating and shivering and straining for breath, as you did on the caravan journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one, a parasitic plant that strangles its host. It is predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. Too late does it occur to you to retract, and already you feel yourself plunging into some interminable abyss of thought and memory. You are standing in a cell now, the same cell in the sanatorium. The halls are moonlit and empty, and you are waiting. At the far end of the ward, the doors open, revealing a flesh golem in silhouette beneath the stone archway. It makes its usual rounds, the same stops every time, the misbegotten child of despondent creators. When the construct is close, you coil yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were a membrane. You can sense his body behind you, collapsing to the floor, a puppet whose strings are cut. You are rushing toward the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly you think to yourself, quickly, and you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards the makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and overtake the soul implanted within, encircling it, suppressing it. And contained in this new vessel, you are strong again. You step heavy-footed down corridors, unheeded by the other constructs, and scrutinized only by the wary, untrustworthy eyes of the mad. Coming at last to an office piled with books and scribbled papers, and the perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon a large machine, a nest of globes and tubes and coils, in the center of the room, and go to work, bending wires and unsettling alignments. Your surroundings are pulled past you, or perhaps you are pulled past them, and they dissolve into a blur. When they settle into place again, you are outside on a clear day, standing in front of a crowd stacked high above you on the tiered seats of an amphitheater. You are acting for the crowd, standing deliberately still, but this is no play. A balding man with rodent-like features is strapping you to a machine, the one you had tampered with. You see your arms for the first time, short and fleshy, unmistakably those of a little girl. But this body is not truly yours. Your mind still holds the same determination, the same hard-heartedness as before. The body itself is cold and vacuous, unlike the others. This one has no soul of its own. The man speaks, and the crowd applauds with an enthusiasm worthy of a hero's entrance. Bear witness, he says, and he pulls a lever. The machine shivers and sparks, and a bead of sweat rolls down the side of the man's brow. But the crowd's apprehension quickly gives way to awe as a crystal globe fills with a radiant mist that casts the entire theater aglow. He opens a valve, and the glow crawls through a tube along a length of copper wiring that runs to a set of electrodes beneath your armpits. You feel nothing when it reaches you, as it should be, for you have been leading your work astray periodically for some time, altering notes and settings and playing puppeteer for Hollowborn, but you make it look how people would expect it to, when a body is infused with a soul. In a moment the machine goes dark and the man unstraps you, eyeing you with a scientist's concern. He looks back up at the crowd. "Behold," he says, but there is obvious hesitation in his voice. Slowly you take a plodding step forward, then another, and another. You look up at the man, giving him the eye contact of which no Hollowborn is capable, and the crowd gasps. The man looks relieved. "How do you feel?" he asks at a volume meant for the crowd, and this is the moment. At the top of your lungs you let out a piercing shriek. The man comes towards you, his hands outstretched, but you run the other way, back to the machine. With all your strength, you drive your head into the crystal globe, and it shatters, streaking your head with warm blood. You drive your head down onto the surface of the machine again and again, drawing panicked screams from the crowd, and by the time the man reaches you, your body has already ceased proper function and merely twitches on the cold ground. Satisfied, you depart the corpse in search of another unsuspecting host. Who could put their faith in animancy now? You are pulled from your surroundings, transcending the boundaries of memories and lifetimes, deeper and deeper, past betrayals and murders and lies upon lies that form the thick webbing of plots beyond mortal comprehension. You settle at last on a room you have seen before, expansion with a tall device encasing an Adra monolith at its center. The room is filled with people, and the people all look at the device. You are yanked suddenly back to reality, and the once catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, appraising, calculating. There is no mistaking now that it is the soul of a man who caused your awakening that gazes out from the borrowed husk, a watcher. You made me into a watcher. I need you to undo it. Let's see, I believe we share a common past. I'm just looking for some answers. Not just a watcher, someone who will break those frail little legs of yours if you don't do it. I'm looking for some answers. Is that so? He makes no effort to hide his disinterest, but he continues to search your eyes. He makes a slight grunting noise, and his eyes soften for an instant, and it seems for the moment that he recognizes you. He opens his mouth to speak, and then seems to think better of what he was about to say. His jaw tightens. I know your look. You hunger. Hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul. It usurps your reason for being. You are like everyone. I will help you let go. He dodges backward with startling grace, putting himself out of reach. On his face there is no malice, only the dispassion of a farmer putting down a sick animal. Then, suddenly, he slumps forward. Well, then. Wait, why is, oh, minor fatigue. Negative 50% healing received. That sucks. Well, these guys. Flesh construct, and then we have Graham. Oh, and everybody's just over here. That's nice. Alright, so what do we got? 2 flesh constructs and Graham. So, I mean, not horrible, I guess. Alright, let's do this first, I guess. The Ivory Horn rewards 15 experience. Oh. No companion. So we got everything completed, I think, and now we can purchase whatever we want. So let's go with let's see, merchant stalls, perhaps. Yeah, it's only 1 day as well. Okay, so let's have both animals go towards him. You go ahead and mark him. Let's see. Switch to your gun. Go for him as well. Let's go for a knockdown on Graham. Endurance, what do you have? That would be good. Okay, let's do a halt on him. Oh, we have a lot more people. Crazed patience. Okay. Wait, did I do any? I didn't do anything with Ayla. I'm stupid. There we go. Go ahead, mark this one. I have a feeling. Where's Graham? I have a feeling that they're going to be the ones that are. Is Graham already dead? He must be, because I don't see him. Okay, so we got a dude over here, Aloth. Go ahead and do that. You're gonna have to try to knock out. He's only at 1. That guy, just because he's only right there. There. And can you cast anything yet? No. Actually, which one is he on? So the last spell, I think, is the sword one. I don't know. Let's go there. Alright, Aloth. Let's go to that one. Wow, there's a lot of. What do we got? That's just a crazy page. So we have 2 more flesh constructs. Ooh, both animals are down. Batixa. I don't know who that is. Oh shit. I forgot Durance isn't doing anything. Creates a field of full energy around the priest, burning any vessels. Actually, I think they might be. These guys might be vessels. Flesh construct, yeah. So actually, let's. Shoot, can we get that? Yeah. Durance, we need you about right there. There. Oh, they're immune to it. Whoa. Okay, that died actually decently easy. I mean, well, easy enough, I should say. Let's see. You need to heal Eater.
Oh, well,
I don't suppose we could rest a spell.
So that guy turned into like a werewolf.
hey. Yes.
The chains grown with added weight. Crescent bite marks pit the edges of the cot. The bucket reeks of offal.
And what does the flame reveal?
God, all the people screaming. I doubt there'll be anything in these, but no, it doesn't hurt to check, I guess. Yeah, screw it.
Ready, Watcher. Yeah.
Okay, so let me put him here. Durance. Eater, you'll be on the front.
Following your lead.
Hi?
Hi.
Wow, they have to get so close. Causes enemy wounds in the area of effect to ignite, inflicting additional burn damage over time. Oh.
How may I help?
I guess that didn't work. I'm just trying to do all I can to make sure I don't use like a crazy... Well, I guess... You know what? Yeah. I don't want to use like so many spells and stuff that I can't use anything. Anymore, so...
What?
Hey.
And the bear survived.
Ah, could use a wee kip.
The Laden Key Acolyte showed me a vision of an agent in a place of misery and madness. I need to find this agent and discover his or her plan to see if it holds any clues to finding the man I'm searching for. I uncovered a Laden Key operative in the sanatorium. He has the ability to possess those with weak souls and was using one of the patients to influence Caedmon Azo's animancy research. Okay, gotcha. So from the sound of it, I need to... Oh, that's done. Undying Heritage. The Acolyte's vision showed me mysterious ruins somewhere outside of Deerford. The Laden Key has sent operatives to find the site, though their purpose is unknown to me. I've traveled to Deer... Okay, so that's what we're on right now. We just need to get the hell out of here. And that would be through to here. Wait. Why are some of them sneaking and some not?
I'm on the trail.
You're not dead, are you? No, because he seems like a decent guy. Oh yeah, we're gonna tell people what's going on. Oh, okay. He's just getting out of here.
Well?
Oh, actually, does she have anything to say? It'll be good to return to review. No, okay. Head Warden Ethelmer. What the blazes happened down there? You were given permission to ask questions. I had things under control until I killed the Laden Key spy, at which point he possessed a flesh construct. It's complicated. A patient of yours, Uskrim, was working for the Laden Key only without knowing it. Aza was being influenced by a patient, but that patient really wasn't himself at the time. I mean, until I killed the Laden Key spy. I just killed someone that happened to be him. It's the second one. It's complicated. You finished your explanation, and if no one breaks the silence, I have read accounts of people in history who could do what you describe. The accounts are few and brief and never reliable. Some go as far as to suggest that they are all the same person. If truly such a person was here among us, plotting our ruin, would that I had a body again, and could be of some real use in our time of need. I fear what the future may hold for this place. I'm grateful you were able to dispatch the threat before there was loss of innocent life. We very nearly had another scandal on our hands. What of Azo? What part did his experiments play in this catastrophe? The Laden Key would have found a way to interfere with the sanatorium even without Azo. If I hadn't come along, his experiments would have eventually resulted in another scandal. Azo was only trying to help the patient. The Laden Key took advantage of him. I should have known better than to isolate him. Of course, he would resort to deception. The wiser thing would be to allow his experiments with close oversight, of course. A mind like his must be allowed a chance to create. Okay. Get the hell out of here. Well, we've narrowed down our main quest list. That's for damn sure. But wasn't there one of these? Yeah, the Hall of Revered Mysteries, the Theorems of Pangram. We need to go to the Hall of Revered Mysteries in Copper Lane. Right there. Oh, what the hell?
How do you do?
Dunwood Road Messenger. Beg your pardon, I have a message for you. You are summoned to Hadrit House, where Lady Webb wishes to meet with you as soon as possible. They say she's an ancient spider, spinning her nets throughout the city. He gives you a careful look. If she wishes to see you, that either bodes very well or very ill. How did you know where to find me? Well, it's Lady Webb. She knows everything. Tell me about Lady Webb. Do you not know Lady Webb? She is, well, no one's seen her exactly in a long time, but she's the mistress of Dunwood Row. Has been for as long as anyone can remember. He pauses, eyeing passers-by with suspicion. Quietly, he continues. She's supposed to be old, older than anybody. And she never leaves her room. Some say she's wasted away, and she's just a pile of bones kept animated by dark magic. She's still at it. Best anyone can tell, learning things, keeping us safe, pulling the strings behind the throne, too. It's said. Has a ring of ciphers doing her bidding, telling her everything that goes on. You do wrong in this country? Before you go asking the gods for forgiveness, best you ask Lady Webb first. What's Dunwood Row? A whole mess of ciphers run out of Hardret House. They make it their business to keep the peace, but they don't like you to see them do it. Problems in this city have a way of going away on their own, and when that happens, you can make a pretty good guess as to why. Where can I find Hadrid House? It's just over there, my lord. The southwest corner of Brackenbury. You'll find the lady upstairs. Very well. Huh. So... yeah, we couldn't go in this house before. Let's go and see. We'll save it first. Oh god, this guy. As you near the apparition, you are overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits like a stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real, the recollection of an emotion rather than emotion itself. It wrenches your inside nevertheless. The apparition's brow is tensed, a look of concern plain across its face.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
My mind has been elsewhere.
Oh? And what troubles you?
The pain in your stomach deepens, and you feel a moment as though you are about to be sick. Your mouth has gone dry. Forgive me, Eminence. I wish to leave the order. The man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth, thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
The people we intended to convert, they committed unspeakable acts, sacrifices, mutilations. The apparition exhales slowly, and its lips press together, a sympathetic report in its eyes. It places its hand on your shoulder.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Surely the gods would do better to destroy us all and start anew.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls.
Is such a thing possible?
I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain. There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once, and the anxiety is replaced with something else entirely, something warm and soothing, and it is something you know you can never repay. As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of the many old looks aimed in your direction. Your last response echoes in your mind. I will. That was weird. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure about what's going on with that whole thing. It might be because I've done so many side stuff that I've forgotten about it, but... So upstairs we couldn't go. We have been in here, we just couldn't go upstairs. I think. Oh, we couldn't go in this room.
Let's see what lies this way.
Before we talk to this lady, let's see if she's got anything hiding. There, oh, some good coin. Ooh. The notes are scribbled in a cryptic shorthand. We have 13, it'll cost 3, let's do it.
The work of a moment.
Ooh, a fine saver, but not really. We got 210 experience, so that was worth it. This woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly, wrinkled fingers, their flesh stretched thin to near translucent with extreme age. A gossamer veil over pale blue veins. Ink splotches and candle burns dot and stripe her hands like a quilt patterned after some great indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
This is exactly what I would picture Alos's mother to be like.
And this fiasco in the sanitarium that you seem to have gotten yourself into the middle of. What in blazes possessed you to stir that nest of trouble?
I'm investigating. There's someone I need to find.
Not just any someone, though. Someone in the service of the Leaden Key. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend. Which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the leaden key?
One of their members caused my soul to awaken. I need him to reverse it. She closes her eyes and the lids flicker. Then her face goes still and her mouth parts, little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground. The pages wafting around her legs, like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known.
How do you know I seek Theos?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. Must have been a special occasion.
What can you tell me about Theos?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it. What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism. That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity. He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
How do you know so much about Theos?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
What else is there to know about the Leaden Key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know, if you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
What do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you. Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Very well.
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
There's something I can tell you about the Laden Keys operations.
Well, let's hear it.
I found Theos in Brackenbury Sanatorium, impersonating a patient who was trying to damage the public's opinion of animancy.
Forgive me, it is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious. He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it? Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep.
Oh, great.
This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale. If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
That's all. This progress is encouraging. I only hope that we are not too late. I have other questions.
Yes?
How old are you? She gives a half-hearted gasp and covers her mouth with her crumpled fingers. You wicked man. Where are your manners? Were you raised without a shred of decency?
I lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn. And I'll be the effigy if I let Berith carry me off before I'm through. There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age.
Tell me more about Dunred Row.
All the things there are to know in this world, and you ask me about work. Deerwood is a rebel country. Conflict is in its blood. If you think a few guards posted in our cities keep chaos at bay, you are very new to town indeed. We are Deerwood's cipher investigators, of course. But what we really are is its last barrier against anarchy. People are more at ease when they believe they are watched over by someone more enlightened than they are. It pacifies them. So that is the image we foster. And we do try to be enlightened for their sake. The knowledge we gather here is Deerwood's standing army in many ways. We learn what's vital and we act on it while Deerwood sleeps, blissfully unaware of the terrifying truths all around them. I wish I could tell people the things I know sometimes. But the truth is, I don't think many of them could bear it.
Yeah. How did you come to be here?
Me? I started this place, in a different time, under a different duke. I impressed the duke with my research and my work ethic, and he became possessed of the notion that I would be ideal to lead a secret network of gifted investigators. I don't know how such an idea got into his head.
So it's Duke. I thought it was Duck. Duke is usually D-U-K-E, but, you know, things are worded differently in this universe, so I thought it was Duck. Duke, whatever. Are you a psychic?
If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that notion from your mind. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. That is what I pay spies for. Being a cipher is not unlike being a watcher. You notice more about what is already there. Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course. A tiny, talented few pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable.
You said you don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Who said I was talented? I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway.
What's that? Knowledge.
A quiet day at home.
Is there a Lord Webb?
There was.
What happened?
He believed in dying with dignity. He was old-fashioned that way, my husband. We saw the world very differently, he and I. But he was good to me while he lasted. Yes?
Okay, so farewell.
Try your best not to die out there.
Try every day. Okay. About the laden keys activities, we did that one. So that should update. Oh no, wait. That's that's like an ongoing thing. I like her, she's nice. Very nice lady. Alright, so now, let's go ahead to Copper Lane. We have 4 of these, but I don't want to use one until I know we're going to be in like a good fight. Just because I don't want to waste one. You know, if we're not going to fight until after we get back to our own place, then we can rest up there for free. Or free. This is free, but we have to use a camp. And
Let's set our spoils down a while. This elder of yours, he may have returned a drunk or an invalid.
Maybe. But the search for Persock is just as important as what I find.
Is that right? And what if you return empty-handed, eh?
I never return empty-handed.
Hall of Revealed Mysteries. And I doubt we're gonna get in a fight here. Actually, so we've searched a little bit of First Fires. We've searched all of Brackenberry, Copper Lane. We still need Andra's Gift, Heritage Hill. And then we need to go to Madmar Bridge and First Fires, all still in this one place. So we still got a lot here. Like in this town area. I mean, we're not obviously not going to do it all at once. Ooh, my chair popped. But find the Elder Archives. It's not all we had here, though. Let's see. So, this one. She's the theorem of Pangram. To continue her research for the archives, we want to give her access. Find the Elder Archives. Was that... Yeah, that's all I needed here. Okay. I thought I had to talk to somebody.
How do you do? Good day to you.
An animancer named Needon asked me to retrieve the theorems of Pangram from the Elder Archives. Thank you for letting me know. I'll be sure to tuck that tome away from prying eyes and see that this Needon never sets foot in here again. In the meantime, here, a token of our appreciation. Well, is this what we wanted? To see her barred entirely? It seems a fearsome price to pay. Knowledge dangled just out of reach makes a tempting prize for any soul. What? So maybe... Oh, I can hire people. We seem to get, you know, a pretty good amount of money, so... why not? So does that mean now I can assign now? No companions. Okay, so we need to meet like extra companions, I think. To do that. So for her, I think we need to bring her the scroll. Let's see, guys. Shoot, what the hell? I'll return with the scroll. Damn, so I can't see... Investigate the conflict. That's that freaking giant. And then the Long Hunt is a companion quest. Master Below is the Endless Pass. Time and Tide is Endless Pass with Kana. So companion. Confront Kolsk. Oh, that's that one. Trials of Durance. And then this one's Eater, so I have no idea, honestly. That's weird. I really hope I didn't mess up anything. That really sucks. Let's see, anything else that's around here really quick. That's just, whenever we know something, we'll come back. Find a tower. I don't think that's here, though. Travel to Deerford Village, outside of Deerford. So here's Deerford Village. So that's not in here either. I'm just trying to see if we can quickly do anything here. At the Brackenbury Inn. He and a prostitute named Cyril work together. Now she wants to sell it. But he wants to bring it home to his broken clan. Talk to Cyril at the Salty Mist in Odra's Gift. So this one is Odra's Gift, which is right in here. So that'll be traveling to a new place. Odra's Gift again. Craig Holt. So that is right here. That's way. Oh, the white one. Oh, that's the DLC. Okay. That's the shit. The damn whatever. I don't remember. Endless Pass. That's down where the Endless Pass are. So no, nothing here. So let's go ahead and start heading back to Caed Nua. Or we could go to Madmer Bridge. Let's go and see real quick. Okay, so Madmer Bridge is 2 days, 5 minutes to complete journey. Let's do it just to go ahead and reveal this spot and the map.
Feels like I've been tossed around in a snowstorm.
Okay, so what has happened here? Fellow of Saint Waidwin has arrived seeking employment. He was nearly set upon by brigands on the road, but your patrols intervened. Oh, that grants a perception bonus. That's just more protection. More protection. A lore bonus if we get a library. Allow you to take prisoners during our travels. You know what? I want to do that. Okay, so we'll go there after this to see if we can recruit someone. Oh, we've already been here. What the hell? Huh, okay.
Better indeed.
We paid 300 to the people we hired. Actually, I want to see if we can go down and do more of the endless paths. Because remember, we have 2 of 3 parts of a sword. And if we find that 3rd one, the guy can actually make us a new sword. And I think the point of having the people here to protect it is that the bandits stop taking our money.
Looks a little healthier than before.
A little bit. Now, are the merchant stalls and stuff going to be here?
Good day, stranger.
Yes. I have oils and... Okay, show me your wares. So first of all, let's sell him some of our stuff. I don't think we read that one. I'll have to go through those 2, I think. But what does he have? Wow, the... Warhammer. Never even seen that. 750 for a potion of major regeneration. Wait. Okay, it's endurance. I thought it was actual health. I'd like to buy more regeneration, but not yet. Okay, so we have a merchant in here now. It's downstairs. Let's do the dungeon, I think. One of them's the endless pass, and one of them is the, oh, this is the... Never mind. This is the barracks. Hirelings. Oh, what the hell? I saw some purple mist right there. Yeah, so here's the dungeon. Ah, down here. Or the, I keep saying dungeon, but it's the brig, basically. Here's the endless paths. Ooh, can we... Let's see, can we open this yet? I think this is a way to get back up, honestly. I don't think we're supposed to come down through here. Yeah.
Nice and quiet.
No, I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to go come back up it. And how many did we go through? I think 3. I did get the achievement for going through 5. But that's because we dropped straight down into the 5th. Yeah, right here. Yeah, because there's the giants in here that we need to kill. Yeah. Ogres. There's 3. One here, and I believe one there.
Hey. Hi?
What is it? Hi.
Following your lead. Of course.
Ready, Watcher.
Go in and quick save. Okay. See, and that's really weird to me is they're not like bad until you attack the main one or something. Yeah, this one. Zola.
I'm here.
But we can't attack her. I don't understand.
Yes?
Okay. That works then.
Well,
Go ahead and mark her. Mark him. Where's the bear? I'm gonna wait a second for him. Endurance. Let's see, let's get some pulps right there. He's got that going. I don't know if we can knock them down, I can't remember. I got the bear as well, I think. Inflict some bleed on them. He's still going for this one. He should be anyway. He's still doing his knockdown.
Beyond sea, Lavaru beyond sea.
Defender. He got prone. Prone for 3 seconds, deflection. Ugh. Damn, man. So yeah, that's why he's not doing anything. I was wondering. I was like, why is he still not doing anything?
So much for you.
Ooh, okay. Nagging doubts. What does this do again? Negative 15 melee accuracy, plus 50% of crits converted to hits. Crush damage, prone. Yeah, let's use this one. There. He's not horrible yet, but he needs to move. Actually, you know what? I don't want him to run through all this. He can still do another fireball too, so that's really good. Another blade on there. So her dog is down. And he's got them going up, or that one going up, that's good. I wish it was this one though. So I'm gonna make it that one. Alright, Durant. Go ahead with another halt. On that one. You keep shooting that one. See, he's the only one I think going for that. Okay. You keep shooting Zola. You keep shooting the Druid. He still hasn't used any of this. Well, it's knockdown, so actually go for the Druid. Try and knock down Zola again. Okay, so no more halt for him. Let's go for another pounding one then. On Zola, 100%. It is not very much, or very likely that he's going to get that to go through.
Lava!
Yeah, he didn't get it. If Eater was not in there. We'll do Ghost Blaze for these two. And Eater did knock him down, so let's go ahead and knock down the Druid as well. Well, he did not get knocked down for very long. Now he's getting hits because he's in there. So those two are both... No, this one's still alive.
Lava beyond sea!
Not yet.
Still alive?
Wow. He got hit that one time and it was like over. $56 over 13 seconds. I don't know if we have that much time. I don't want to hit him with that.
Lava will be on seek!
This is all very distracting.
Oh, about tax to my limit. Damn it.
Damn, I tried to get him out. Ogre sugar down, yeah. Hell yeah.
What is it?
Opal. 2 diamonds. And Zola's torque. This heavy ornate silver torque is of a size to fit a very large ogre. On anything else it might serve as an uncomfortable belt. The poorly engraved runes along its length suggest this torque holds some ceremonial purpose, though you cannot decipher their specific meaning. Is there an X? Return the torque to Tholgar. I don't even remember who Tholgar is, to be honest.
A blade in the dark. As you wish. Yes. And what does the flame reveal?
Ring finger added. The quest expires in 3 days. Don't have anyone to assign. So... where the hell? Hold on. See, because it's been about a week, so I honestly cannot remember which one this is. It's not Cyril. It's not built to last. Don't think it's... no, it's not this one. Wasn't it this one? No. So we need to go back here and do that one. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, is it a task? Yeah, okay, so that's why it's a task. I've slain the ogre chieftain Zola. All that remains is that he is done. Okay. Who's Thulgar? See, I don't remember any of these people. One of the ogres, Zola. Thulgar. I am just trying to remember. What's this one? Retrieve the stolen... Oh, this is the... See... Oh. Was Thulgar... He's that dude... Yeah, okay. He's the dude that, like, lives down here or something. Let's go back up really quick. Alos is the only one with the thing. I didn't want him to get so close to the ogres, but he ran out of his long distance stuff, so... No, there wasn't anybody down here. Where the hell was he? I don't remember. Oh, he's right here. Is it done then? Thulgar takes in a deep breath. He is silent for several moments, then it is done. Thank you, godlike. That was not my mate in there. I will not remember her that way. Okay. Here, I will not need this where I go. Use it well. Rundle's Finery. Okay. See you later, Thulgar. What did he give us? Oh yeah, we are... Oh. full of books. Let's go ahead and put these away as well. I don't know what that white leaf is doing in there. I'll put the piggy and the spider in there as well. It's only DR3. It's unique light armor. Intellect +2 and lore +2. Recovery speed -15. We can enchant it with Fine, which is +2 damage reduction. Nothing there. And we can proof it with stuff. So what's our character's... His intellect is 15. I mean, his lore... Shucks. His lore is 1. But the thing is... It needs to be on somebody who's not going to be in combat. So he could use it. Endurance could use it, but he normally is in combat, yeah, because he's not 100% a range guy. He could. He's got on some heavy armor though. Let's try it out on him. And I've figured out how to use those straps, by the way. Okay, let's just keep on doing stuff over here. Now we do go ahead and F5 and save it. Those two are pretty bad off.
Hello? Hello?
Would you shut up? Fine hunting bow. What are we using? A fine hunting bow, okay. An impressive statue, how old do you think it is? Housed within a quiet alcove, this stone figure strides boldly forward, one arm held high. Inspect the statue. Judging by the style of clothing and the cracked remnants of a beard upon the statue, Durrance suspects that this is the Earl of Yenwood, a lauded warrior who was known to lead his men into battle wielding a gleaming saber. Housed within a quiet alcove. Really? That's it? Okay. I honestly would have thought that would be more. Or there'd be more to that. It's kind of odd. Maybe they're supposed to be, but we don't have the requirements or something. Oh god. Ogre, ogre. At least 2. Okay, so what do we got, people? Okay, so we got 3 ogres.
Hey. What?
Yes?
Ready, Watcher.
Okay. So we got 3. Doesn't my guy have like... Or maybe it's it must be I think it's automatic. I was gonna say the silent thing. Go for that one, so that means the bear should go here, they should go there. You... That's right, we're out of... God damn it. What's this? Prone for 8 seconds. Okay. That could work. Maybe not.
Well,
Okay, so there are just 3. Yeah, okay, so now we got that one on you. You do go to that one. Terrence, I don't want your pull, I want you to knock him down. Aloft, let's get those 2 down. Terrence is still working that. Oh, he has to go in there? Oh, so maybe it's like a, maybe it's a little different than what I thought it was. That's the only thing that kind of sucks about Durance is he doesn't really have much in the way of actual attacks. Not yet.
Architect Worth and Rock!
What the hell just happened? Okay, this ogre's almost down. He's at 2, and we have killed 1, so we got this. Got our skeletons right here. There we go. I don't think our guys actually got hit very much either.
of course. Keeping an eye out.
Flies swarm around this decaying ogre head, roving around its dead eyes and slack jaws. The wooden scaffolding has rotted away, crumbling under its own weight. Around it are signs of an excavation evidently abandoned long ago. Oh, what the hell? Oh, so this will go back to level 1. Good, because I was getting worried that wasn't a thing. Like we had to go all the way up the stairs the entire time. got at least 2 more ogres.
I'm here.
Following your lead.
Hey. What?
Aye?
What? Yes.
Ready, Watcher.
Yes?
Yes?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, there are just 2. What is this orange glow that keeps popping up under them? I don't know. Durance, what do we want you to do?
Yes.
See, the thing about, like, marking them is that now they should be doing a lot of extra damage. 220? Or is that just a 20? No, I think that's just that's a 20. Okay. I was like, holy hell. And Durance now can't use any of his stuff, so he's just gonna go in for a nice old melee.
So much for you.
Oh, come on, you idiots. Oh.
Hey. What is it?
Nice and quiet.
Ooh.
As you wish.
The work of a moment.
And we have 2 more ogres.
What is it? As you wish.
Aye?
Ready, Watcher.
Following your lead.
No, no, no. Go back over there. Ooh, no, I think there's 3. And that's a druid. Oh, I really should have saved. Shit. Oh well, we saved before the fights. Okay, and we have no big spells on anybody. Not good.
Webb. Oh.
Yeah, Durance can't do anything. Well, he can do some spells.
I'm here.
The animals are already almost... The wolf is down. Bear's almost down. God damn it. Well, shoot, if he's not gonna do anything, I mean... Wait, how? Oh, he's getting hit by some weirdness. See, I don't want anyone to get in this. Look at it. Who did this? Ah, screw it.
So much for you.
Ooh.
So much for you.
He must be stunned. Where are these bee things coming from? What the hell? Damn it. This really sucks. The sad thing is they're all almost down, but we have one person down. One of them is stuck. These guys are getting sickened, plague of insects, and hobbled. What the hell? Makes no sense.
I'm here.
What? Don't even slow it down.
Hey. Should have been there, Allah.
It's these stupid ass bees, honestly, that's doing the most work.
A gift if the Eothasian doesn't wake up.
Probably should have set some of these traps down, to be honest.
Up.
At least it only affected him. Are you gonna shoot him
Got
at
an
all?
arrow for this special breeze.
I don't know what the hell that was.
Ready, Watcher.
She just has aim. Screw it. Attack. So close, too.
Bastards.
We'll go with an F8 on that one and reload it. So we got the first group of 3 out the way relatively easily, to be honest, but that second one, I don't know. It's these two, which again are our 2 heaviest hitters at the moment. Them being as hurt as they are. Man, I really wish I would have saved.
Yes.
Hey. Of course.
What? Yes.
And her wolf going down almost immediately does not help us at all.
Ready, Watcher.
What? So
Oh, awesome! Now this one's in with it. Damn it.
Aztec were the...
Go up 10!
You know what? Forget it. Just hit him.
What?
See, they take these 3 down quite easily. Oh, that one ogre was a druid. So F5 again. Completely forgot about that. Oh, forgot about these guys as well. Shit. So we took out 2 groups of them. And I just forgot to save. Sure, that sucks.
Ready, Watcher.
Okay, and Durance is stuck back here because Alos's being an idiot.
What?
Aye?
Go up 10!
Yes.
Alright. Good, we saved it this time. We can go over here. And actually, real quick, just to reveal everything. There we go. Wow, they immediately saw us, huh?
With Veda Ansawu.
Okay. Well, maybe we got lucky and it's just gonna be these 2. Oh no, we got all 3. Okay. Then shit. $21 and $32. $237, but it jumps. Oh, there we go. That one doesn't hit friendlies as well, so.
How may I help?
Oh no, let's see if he can charm this one. I don't know if he'll have enough time. Okay, so now he's with us. Finally, we got our skeletons over here. I don't think he can get over there, so you know, whoops. So you know what? We got one more thing we can use here. Try and get this one. What the hell that was, but it knocked everybody down.
Hey, you're not getting through me.
Okay, we got it this time. And right as he summoned his guy. Awesome.
How may I help?
Ready, Watcher.
Well?
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Of course.
You should see this.
Okay, and we've been down here everywhere. That's down to the next level. It's a crappy ass spear. Okay, let's head back up. Can rest. Took down the third level. Go back up to Cade Nua.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Yes. Alright. I'm wondering... No, I already think I know. But when you go on these extra side things in here, I'm thinking you need new companion. Oh. You awake to see Durance, his staff held in both of his hands before him. A flame flickers at its top end, casting long shadows across his face as he stares in contemplation. Still, for all the light of the fire, your eyes can't focus on him. Perhaps it is awakening from sleep or a trick of the light, but he seems indistinct, blurred around the edges, everything except for the staff. The staff. He seems to be studying its engravings. As you watch, the engravings glow thinly red, like through the cracks of heat suffused wood. The lines stream like molten metal, burning along the edges of his staff, then branch out in an intricate series of fiery veins, bunching thickly where his hands clutch the wood, pulsing as if a heartbeat. As you watch, the veins spiral into a dozen separate circles. Circles that spiral again until they are arranged in a circle of their own. They pulse, wait, and all is strangely silent. And then suddenly there is a great light from the fire, a rushing of air, a great flash, and you awaken again to see Durance in the same place, still holding a staff, but he is solid, real. He didn't seem to have noticed you or reacted to what occurred. Discuss your vision with Durance. Thought I felt your eyes on me. Now come the words. I have questions I wanted to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
What? I saw something strange. You were sitting by the fire and I saw a great light from your staff.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a flash, like an explosion, a rushing of air, incredibly bright.
It is the light of the Godhammer you saw.
The Godhammer.
It was a weapon of Deerwood's people, a symbol of their independence. It saved the Deerwood.
What do you know about it?
It brought the Saints' War to an end, knocked a god from his perch. There are few that would deny Aothis overstepped. The Godhammer reminded Aothis of it. You saw its light because I helped shape it, give it life, and release it into the world. Once seen, its glory is almost too bright to be believed, and too bright to be forgotten.
You helped build the Godhammer.
There were 12 of us. We fashioned the weapon, drafted plans for it, prayed for guidance at Ashfall, and it came to me there. Each of us were given a staff made from the forest of black trees around us, glowing with embers and fire far greater than this branch you see now. It felt as if the staff was Margaren's own finger, guiding my hand, guiding the other 11, the shadows of the 12 who would come to stand on the bridge to stop Aothis.
Shadow of the 12.
Even in that stand, there was a ritual to it. For the 12 that stood on the bridge, there were a dozen shadows cast, a dozen faithful of Margaren, her fiercest supporters and shapers of the Godhammer.
Durance rests the staff in front of him, and the flame atop it curls for a moment, the light flaring slightly. It splits into a ring of flames, one after the other, until a dozen is met.
As 12 held Aothis fast, We 12 unleashed our prayers and let the Godhammer fall. Shadows cast by the fire of the Godhammer, perhaps. And we shared their fate as well in time. Now the spine of the Deerwood is marked by the Godhammer. Marked by Magrin.
What do you mean share their fates?
Not all deaths come with stilled breath and stilled heart, or other stilled passions beneath the waste. Some deaths come from silence. The connection we once shared with Magrin. After the light of the Godhammer, it was not the same. It was as if we'd lost our senses, and sense of purpose as well. Instead of victory being welcomed, there was silence, within and without. Not many can claim to have killed a god. It is less a heroic tale than you would think. And such a death, it changed our faith. All faiths, I expect. Doubt followed, and the world changed. I do not believe Magrin was pleased by what we had done.
Why is that?
The world is broken. The wheel stilled. There is sickness in the world's heart. Perhaps the price of crossing a god. Crossing two gods. Even as Magrin shaped our hands, perhaps we carried her will farther than was allowed. Just as Widewind did. Saint Widewind. Mortal arrogance to match mortal arrogance. Yet if the world had changed, then I sought to change with it. If I had forgotten some of Magrin's teachings, I would find them again. I would make her see me again.
What did you do?
I remembered Magrin's teachings. How reminders on the flesh were more important than the death of a vessel. And I wondered if killing Aethys, if that had simply set him free. Had it allowed him to escape his punishment and be taken on the wheel? Like a mortal? As I stepped from the now blessed Godhammer Bridge, I thought of Ashfall. I thought of the War of Black Trees. Wondered if I needed to be burned to find myself again. That is Magrin at her heart. At least that is my hope. These are the doubts that befall me.
What happened when you returned to Ashfall?
The road to Ashfall is long. Gives one time to think. If you think long enough, you do not go home. I left without telling anyone, with only the robes I wore at Halgot, my staff, and my name, which is long buried. Of my fellow 11 craftsmen, disciples, I know not what happened to them, if they suffered the same doubt as I did. But it was underserved. It was wrong. We had done all that Or had asked. Grab victory from defeat and...
Do you feel as if your god has betrayed you?
There is something about being used and cast aside. Perhaps Widewen himself felt it. There at the end, when the hammer struck. To be the proof that your god is hollow as the vessel it inhabits. I tried to find purpose, and avoided all contact with other Magranic priests. Did not seek the walls of Ashfall, and sought to make amends to my god through actions. I joined with the Purges for a time, and not long after came the first signs of the Hollowborn. So many crimes, trespasses, violations. The Salvation. Animancers were another sickness born of the Saints' War. A relapse of innovation, of desperation to heal what we had caused. All seemed worse than before the bridge, not better. And as years passed, the world became even worse still for the victory.
Maybe the purges weren't what Margan wanted either. Sweat collects in the sooty creases of his forehead and runs down his ruddy cheeks. It drips from the tip of his nose. His mouth moves, but his utterances make no sound. He is, for once, at a loss. Feeling your gaze, he quickly composes himself, wiping his forehead with the back of a dirty hand.
Huh? Worship the whims of some fickle bitch, and you'll never be more than dirt beneath her feet. Worship what she worships, on the other hand. Take her fire for your own, and her esteem comes on its own. Of course, by that time, you no longer need it. Trial and transformation, sure as Durance taught.
Durance glares at you, and staring into his eyes gives you the feeling of peering over the edge of a great cliff.
You think to put the coals to my feet, but what's burned once will never burn again. These talks are your trial, Watcher. You cannot deflect the truth to one who has already been purified by it.
Tell me what happened on the bridge. We chose the bridge because we could control it. Durance's hands tightened as the top of the staff, as if holding it by the neck. It was a place where we could choke Eothas in his own footsteps, where we knew his feet would fall, a narrow neck of stone. But it was more than that. It was the spine of the deer wood, symbolic in its backbone. Such symbols are important in the construction of a weapon. Durance studies his staff, his eyes traveling along the edges. Any weapon. Durance's face hardens, and as his eyes burn, his eyebrows narrowing. I suspect Eothas knew that as well, and so did his vessel, in its arrogance. His hand tightens on the staff. He intended to walk upon the bridge as if walking on the backs of the deer wood, and we intended to burn him with the light of our faith and his own. 12 on the bridge, 12 in the shadow, and gave ourselves to it. Give yourselves to it?
We put much of ourselves into the Godhammer. Such a device is not simply a machine. There are elements of the spirit in it. Even Widewind's spirit.
Elements of spirit?
Each of the 12 who brought the Godhammer forth would have done anything to save the Deerwood, save its people. It is why we were chosen. Each of us hated this pretender. That rage, that spirit, that rebellion went into our work, and went into studying him as well.
Wadewind, why?
We all studied Widewind. He was our enemy, and he had provided the flesh the god wore as a cloak. That flesh made him vulnerable. I knew what fields his hands had tilled, his family, what he had harvested, where he had been born. We sought to know him, what had led him to fight us.
Why was that important?
You don't kill the god. You kill the man it inhabits. And you leave that man a ruin. Burn him to ash. The weapon was meant to not only burn his flesh, but it would burn his soul. And it did. At the cost of our own. And at the cost of our goddess's favor. That whore be damned.
Is that why your image was blurred in the dream? Durance frowns, glances at you with a sharp look. Perhaps your eyes were blinded by the Godhammer's light, Watcher. He snorts. I may feel half a man at times, but even that is twice that of most others.
If you fear for my spirit, your fears are baseless. The Godhammer, seeing its light, only fueled my anger and made me stronger. Made me re-examine the teachings of Margaret. Put them in a new light.
It looked as if there was only a part of you, as if your spirit had been sheared in half.
I do not need you to cast any more questions on me, Watcher. Nor did I ask you to look upon me without my leave. Get gone, and leave me be.
Whatever. Okay. Man, it is super random when some of the companions want to talk. But real quick, we'll check on whatever this thing is at the stronghold, and then we're gonna end it.
The keep's coming along nicely.
The dungeons are complete. So now we could do library. See, this one, and this one are all just like cosmetic, I think. Athletics bonus. Survival skill. As well as provide access to the warden, who offers high-level bounties. Oh, let's do that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and end this here. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.